Third grade students at the Academy for Discovery at Lakewood showed off their knowledge of bridges during formal presentations to education and engineering professors and students from Old Dominion University.
This morning we're presenting our bridge designs, and it's a project-based learning activity. And they're so excited. They did research on bridges in my reading classroom. They read lots of functional text, and they put together a presentation. They surprised me. I am shocked. I can't believe the knowledge that they've gained and the knowledge that they're putting forth here today.
This Shark Tank-styled event took place in the school's new makerspace, which is an area designed specifically for STEM projects. Teams of students enjoyed talking with the impressed judges about their bridge designs and did a great job answering some tough questions.
We really got to know the guy, and he was really nice. And he said our bridge that we made was really strong. There was one flaw in our bridge. We didn't have enough time to make a ramp in one part, so we called it the boom bridge because you just fall off.
They asked what was the beams for. We said that we thought that if we did the regular ones, it would still be strong, but instead we used triangles. We used triangles for them, and then since we all like the color purple, we used purple tape and wrapped around it.
The students were amazing. They understood the history of their bridge design. They could explain both the strengths and the weaknesses of their bridge and what they would do if they had more time, ideas for improving it. They could talk through the engineering design process. So it was clear they really internalized all the different aspects of the project, and I was thoroughly impressed with them.
Volunteers from Truist visited outstanding 4th and 5th grade students at Ingleside Elementary to teach them about money and financial wellness.
Pretty. All right, Jennifer, Roxanne. Hey, Roxanne.
Each representative from the bank paired up with a student and spoke with them individually about their jobs and the importance of saving and careful spending.
One. Give me an example of a one.
A one is something like some toys.
Good.
I felt honored because only 3 people in my class got to do it, so it's good to know things about money that not everyone in my class knows. You need to figure out the difference between wanting and needs so you don't spend a lot of money on things that you really don't need.
A want is something that you would want, like a new video game, new pairs of shoes. And a need is something that you need, like electricity and water and food. Because you can get a want mixed up with a need. You can buy something that you want over something that you need, and then you'll have consequences later for it.
After not having volunteers in their building for so long, these inquisitive students were grateful for this unique opportunity.
It felt amazing. It was my first time having somebody face to face, because at first I thought all the bankers would be on the stage and we would be the ones sitting down and listening. So this experience was really amazing to me.
They were very engaging in conversation. Sometimes I usually lose somebody in a conversation in the first 10 minutes, but Miss Amy really hung on to me. She asked a lot of questions and she said I did a very good job, and I really liked that.
For the first time in 3 years, Norfolk Public Schools' Adapted Physical Education Department, in partnership with Special Olympics, held their 13th annual Little Feet Meet at SB Ballard Stadium. Over 450 elementary students with exceptional needs competed in various field day-style events. Volunteers including the ODU police, Navy personnel, NPS parents, and ODU students assisted at each station to help make this event a success.
You know, just being able to learn through sport and physical activity is important as well. And, you know, it's funny, we invite all of our speech therapists and everybody out here because they, you know, it's fun for them, but they are learning as well. They're learning to teamwork, they're learning to get along, you know, they're moving their bodies, they're learning about health and fitness.
Well, I think the kids love it because they get to interact with other kids and their loved ones. The parents come out here and their grandparents like me get to come out here and sharing some of the experience that they're having right now, interacting with the other students. Norfolk Public Schools has done a phenomenal job, especially with these kids, with special needs kids. And I've often come into my grandson's school, and it's always been a positive experience for me.
Students at Norview Middle School got a hands-on lesson using Desmos, from the Senior Coordinator of Secondary Math. Desmos is a free online calculator that's used across the state for classroom instruction and is also found on the SOL test. The goal was to get students comfortable with using this innovative calculator by going through a variety of math problems with them.
At first, they're a little hesitant because they're like, oh, it just looks like it's going to be harder or whatever. But once they start using it, they absolutely enjoy it because, number one, they get to use the technologies. It's not like any old regular calculator, okay? So they get to use the technology, and they love using technology. Then after that, once they see how easy it is to use, how easy it is to maneuver and actually get the answers that they need, and they're able to do some of the more difficult problems.
I would give it a 10 out of 10 because I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know about. I think it's pretty cool because it's easy to learn and they only have one subtract or negative sign, so I wouldn't get confused like the hand calculators. I think it would help me like a tremendous amount because I've learned how to use it.
Years of hard work on the field and in the classroom culminated with a joyous affair at Granby High, as 5 student athletes signed to play sports in college. With family, friends, and teammates in attendance, these high achievers reminisced about good times and gave thanks to those who helped them reach this step.
Pretty good. I always wanted to go Division I. I think that was always been my goal, and I'm really proud to say that I've accomplished it.
Just the experience, just the more competition, better competition. And just playing at the next level. That's all I ever wanted to do was play at the next level, and I got to it.
Although they are moving on, they won't forget their time at Granby.
The teachers, they love me since my freshman year, so they have my back, and I love them. On the love.
Congrats to all.